USAA knows dynamic duos can save the day, like superheroes and sidekicks or auto and home insurance. With USAA, you can bundle your auto and home and save up to 10%. Learn more and get a quote at usaa.com/bundle. Restrictions apply.
Hey, it's Paris. You know I love sparkly things, right? Like stars. Duh. And thanks to Hilton and Auto Camp, I just slept under them. Picture me, serving looks by the fire outside my luxurious Airstream, making s'mores with the kids, while a national park is our backdrop. The great outdoors meets Hilton hospitality. That's hot. Explore all the new ways to stay at Hilton.com. Hilton for the stay.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
With a major selection of the looks your kiddos love starting at just $4 in the Walmart app, a new school year means a stylish new them. Who knew? Find skater skirts and Crocs that say, I'm casual but cool. Sparkly sneakers that say, it's my classroom, you're just learning in it. And preppy polos that say, I'm the teacher's pet, even if they're mommy's menace at home. Find their favorite styles starting at just $4 in the app. The Walmart you thought you knew is now new.
As a sports fan, I have to confess. Sometimes the game gets kind of boring. That's when I unfold my Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 and use multi-window viewing on its large screen. Boring game? I'm checking out my fantasy baseball league at the same time. Score still 1-0? I'm replying to emails in the other window, scoring points with the boss. Semifinals finally getting exciting? I'm buying tickets to the finals and booking my flights. Can your phone do that?
The new Galaxy Z Fold 7. Get yours at Samsung.com.
Hello and welcome to the Assassin's Creed Lorecast. We are so excited to bring you this show.
Our podcast is all about unraveling all of your favorite mysteries from the Assassin's Creed games. Each episode will be talking about a different topic in the Assassin's Creed universe. From Pieces of Eden, solar flares, and the Isu, to the Hidden Ones, the Order of Ancients, and of course, the Animus, we will seek to uncover it all.
So join us and maybe even take a leap of faith.
Hello and welcome to the Assassin's Creed Lorecast. My name is Shelby. You might also know me as She-Cup, and we are here today with another Patron Chat with our November Patron Chat for this show, which means our patrons are here with us. But before we introduce our patrons, I have to introduce my co-host, Austin or Teacup.
Yeah, I am here and excited for Patron Chat.
Awesome. So today we do have our new patron, Chaos, here with us. Thanks so much for being our patron and welcome.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I'm excited for sure.
Yeah, awesome. And welcome back to Sir Sits-A-Lot too.
How's it going?
It is going pretty good. So before we kind of like get into our answers, I am going to introduce the topic for today, which is which assassin would host the best Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving. We'll do Friendsgiving too. It doesn't necessarily have to just be Thanksgiving. And even just holiday party. Like we can just do any kind of like holiday gathering or get together. I do just want to give a little word of caution. Austin and I were joking around earlier. Like, if anybody says Connor, I feel like I'm going to boot them from the podcast because I feel like that's racist. So maybe don't answer Connor for Thanksgiving because I feel like that's a little messed up. But other than that, like, we're wide open. We can do anything. So, you can set the stage, like make it as descriptive as possible. Like if you're picking Friendsgiving or Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever, like tell us what the party is going to be like and, like who's getting invited and all of that kind of fun stuff. So who wants to go first? Yeah, go ahead.
I'll go first. Sure. So off the bat, I had two answers. One of them was Connor, but it was not because of those reasons. And I had so much anxiety thinking about it. I was like, no, I can't pick him because that. But no, I have a completely different reason. And it's because I'm from Texas. And people from Texas know that the best food is always homegrown, well-fed, well-raised animals. And I personally feel like that's how he would be. Especially with his background and especially with the fact that he can hunt. And even in the games, you always say your little, that's not a prayer, but your little saying after you kill an animal and hunt. So I feel like he would know much more how to cook the animal, how to do all that. But other answer, I feel like it'd be Ezio. And I feel like it's because of his mother. He would have been forced, or maybe not forced, but he would have had every different recipe from his mom passed down. And I just feel like that would be such a good meal. And even then, I mean, the camaraderie within his family in and of itself, I feel like it would just be such a good time. It would remind me of my own Thanksgivings, actually.
Yeah, I think that's definitely fair about both Connor and Ezio. And Austin and I were joking around earlier in the week because we were like, the only answer is Ezio because he's like the only one who like owns a house.
Yeah. You said that. And then I proceeded to list Cassandra technically has two houses. She has her house.
Okay, we've had this argument.
She has
fair.
Kefalonia and one in Sparta.
Yeah.
Connor has a house. Yes, it was Achilles' house, but it is it is Connor's. Arno technically has a house.
Technically.
He's kind of squatting. Bayek also has a house.
Yes, but as we discussed earlier in the week, none of those houses are big enough to host everyone.
The Kenways have a mansion, and not even in game. Edward has Nassau and the headquarters he gets. I forget what it's called, but the one where the Templar armor is and the.
That's fair. That one is fair. I still feel like there's a smaller number of people that actually have like the space to host a big get together. You, Austin, are like, oh no, everybody has a house. No, they don't.
Could you imagine all the townspeople at the Davenports? That
True.
would be so much fun. There's so many people there, and it's one of the only characters that is actually in America where we actually have Thanksgiving. So
true. Or
true,
even then,
very true.
All of Nassau just getting together. That would be so much fun.
True.
So much fun.
Do we have any Canadian assassins? Like, have we ever had anyone from Canada?
In the comics, yes.
In the comics, but not in the games.
I believe. I can't remember, but when we were doing the assassin cells, there were several, like within Gavin Banks' cell, within Galina's cell, within Xavier's cell that were Canadian assassins. Like I'm 90% sure Cody Adams is a Canadian assassin. But like the Brotherhood is the North American Brotherhood. It's not like the American or the US Brotherhood. It's the North American Brotherhood.
Right. But I say that because Canada also does celebrate Thanksgiving, just at a different time than we do here in the States. So there is that. But yeah, that's fair. So, Sir Sitz-a-Lot, do you want to go next?
Yeah. So I have two answers kind of. One is kind of funny because they're the opposite side of what Thanksgiving was. But I think it'd be a lot of fun to have Jacob. Jacob would be so much fun at a Thanksgiving dinner. Either him or Abaz Mir from Russia, or not Russia, India, the Chronicles of India game, because Indian food obviously
True.
is amazing. Yeah, I just think, and he's kind of a like a crazy guy too. But I think Jacob would be the most fun to have because you know never know what kind of trouble he would get himself into.
Sure.
We know there'd be plenty of it.
Jacob is the person who would like accidentally invite Crawford Sterrick to the gathering.
100%.
Or Henry. Henry also could do that Indian food thing.
That's true.
And he's a descendant of Abaz, however you say it.
Yeah. I always forget about Henry Green. Like I just forget he exists. I forget he exists. Like I was watching a video of Syndicate of the Sterrick fight, and like he came in, I was like, "Oh yeah, he's a
this guy.
This game.
He only married Evie, you know, whatever."
I'm gonna kind of go with a dark horse pick. I think this person has hidden like party and culinary skills. I think Galena is my answer. Like I feel like she would just have these skills and no one and everyone would be surprised. Like they would get an invitation and they'd be like, is there even gonna be food there? Like what's happening? And then like she's prepared this like a lavish 4-course meal
like,
and it's
massive feast.
Massive feast, and she's just like, what? You don't do food in Russia? In Russia, this is what we do.
That's canon for me now. Like just letting you know that's part of my canon.
As it should be. That makes perfect sense.
So my answer is also kind of like crazy. And to be fair, this person is not technically an assassin, but they are a protagonist. So I'm keeping it. I feel like Eivor could throw a pretty good party. And like we see that in the game with all the feasts. So I feel like Eivor could organize a pretty banging party with some pretty good food.
I can see that. I can definitely see that. Good food and good booze.
Yeah, for sure.
And good company.
Yeah, yeah.
Unless Dag is there.
No, Dag is dead. We've established he's gone.
You never know. It could have been Thanksgiving before that.
No. Like, no. Not me.
Exactly. No.
I mean, like, but does anyone actually like Dag? Like, I genuinely never have seen anyone ever defend him.
I'm sure there's some weird one single Reddit post somewhere in the bowels of the internet that is all about him, but that's about it.
that I mean, there are people in our Discord who would start something and just be like, jump into one of the channels and be like, Dag was right.
Oh God, yeah.
But I think the reason we hate Dag so much is because we loved Barnabas so much. True. And so you go off of that into that, and you're introduced to Dag in a way of like, oh, you're going to fill this role of this like first mate commentary person. And then you leave Norway and he immediately sucks. His last good line is when you're sailing to Ravensthorpe and he comments about how he thinks the Christian cross is dumb. That's his last good line, and it's all just
downhill from there.
Yeah, that's fair. So we have we've all answered, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we'll take a mid-break and then we can come back and talk about who's most likely to ruin the party. Which is probably Dag, but we can come up with a few different scenarios. So let's head to the mid-break.
Gatorade is the #1 proven electrolyte blend designed to hydrate better than water. so you can lose more sweat and raise your game. Gatorade, is it in you?
This episode is brought to you by FX's Alien Earth, the official podcast. Each week, host Adam Rogers is joined by guests, including the show's creator, cast, and crew, in this exclusive companion podcast. They will explore story elements, deep dive into character motivations, and offer an episode-by-episode behind-the-scenes breakdown of each terrifying chapter in this new series. Search FX's Alien Earth wherever you listen to podcasts.
Want to live better? We got a lot of work to do. Join Chris Hemsworth in National Geographic's new Disney Plus original series, Limitless. Live better now.
I'm diving headfirst into cutting-edge science to uncover 3 powerful secrets to living better right now. The growth that occurs through any challenging experience is really what we seek.
Chris Hemsworth stars in Limitless. Live better now. Now streaming on Disney Plus and Hulu.
It's showtime.
Ma cos'è? Shoot! Shoot a flying demon!
You weak fool! Get a job!
Christina!
Who's there?
Me!
Oh, it's you. I should have known.
May I come in?
Fine, but only for a minute.
A minute is all I need.
Indeed.
Well, wait, that came out wrong.
Welcome to the middle of the show. This is where we talk about all the things that have to do with Assassin's Creed lorecast and not the lore of Assassin's Creed. So the first thing I have to do is thank our new patron, who's Chaos, and he's here today. Thank you so much for being our patron. Thank you to everybody who is a patron. We love all of you guys and are super thankful for your support. The next best way to support us, if you can't support us financially, is to leave us a rating and review, which you can do anywhere, and we'll try to read it out loud on the show. And so I do have one to read today, and this one comes from Apple. And Griff left this on November 2nd and said, absolutely amazing, 5 stars. I've been playing Assassin's Creed since the beginning, grew up playing all the games, but I never got deep into the lore until I found this. I listened to it while at work, and because of you two, I've been on a mission to replay all the games. I haven't caught up on the podcast yet, but I just wanted to say that this podcast is addicting. Valhalla has been my favorite entry into the Assassin's Creed universe yet, and hearing you two bring up The Last Kingdom made me all happy inside when I heard it for the first time because it's also my favorite show. Can't wait to catch up. Thank you so much, Griff, for that awesome review. We definitely love The Last Kingdom here. Valhalla wasn't my favorite, so I hope you don't hold that against me, but thank you so much for leaving us that awesome review. And then the next thing I have to tell you guys about is my playthrough of Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which has come to an end for now. I finished the base game and I started I finished all the base game stuff that I was going to do. And I started one of the DLCs in the Norse lands. I don't know. And I was not enjoying it. So I stopped playing it and I started playing Oblivion instead, which Austin's really excited about. So I definitely am going to go back to Valhalla. I'm not going to finish the DLC that are like the Norse god ones. I'm probably just going to do the Ireland and the Paris ones because I really did not enjoy the Norse stuff. I prefer like the historical storylines. So I'll probably go back and do those and then finish up the Origins and Odyssey DLCs, which I also haven't done. So that's next on my Assassin's Creed playthrough, but I am playing Oblivion first. I'll probably honestly be bouncing in between games. And honestly, who knows what's going to happen because I kind of hope they announce the new Dragon Age game at the Game Awards and its release date. So if that happens, I'm saying screw it all and starting a new Dragon Age playthrough. So who knows? Like there's so many things that could happen. But this week I've been playing Oblivion. So that's where my playthrough's at.
I'm very excited for you to play Oblivion. There is no way you're going to finish that game before there's no possible way you'll finish that game before the end of the year. You could book through the main storyline, but it's no fun to just go through the main story. You
I have
have
a
to go in.
question.
What?
Can I build a house?
Yes, not the same as you can in Skyrim.
Okay.
But you can buy houses and furnish them and store. I have had to teach her that Livian is not a game where you just overload your inventory with junk.
Yeah, I learned that the hard way. Like literally, I had made my character like I'm being attacked by goblins, like literally the beginning of the game, and I've already like filled up. Like I've been encumbered, and I'm like, oh, I got to do something different. Okay, so I'm learning, but I'm out of the prologue, out of the intro, so I'm basically just doing whatever as you're supposed to do. I think, yeah.
So, do you guys want to do a quick this week in Assassin's Creed news thing? Because I have a few things.
Oh yes, we should
Yeah.
because
Been getting them
the mid-break.
tweets.
yes, the stuff released today. So yeah, why don't you just go ahead and tell us, sir, since you brought it up.
Yeah, so well, first of all, the new VR Assassin's Creed game just came out, which I got to see when I went to TwitchCon. The girl that was playing it at TwitchCon wasn't very good, so I didn't really get to see a lot. But that came out today, I think, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep, today.
And so that looks cool. So I'm about to buy a MetaQuest at some point and play that. And also, it just got announced that Mirage is getting a New Game Plus in December, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yes, I think that's right.
I missed that announcement.
Yeah. So
It was
now
like
I'm
a
mad.
couple hours ago.
Now I'm kind of mad because they can give you a new game plus for Mirage, but they couldn't figure out how to do it for Valhalla.
Because Mirage was so small. It's not hard
guess
for them
that's-
to
more
do.
linear.
Yeah, way more
It is
linear.
more linear. I guess that's true because if you do a new game plus, like you could just walk right into Hamptonshire and just.
Oh yeah, kill everyone.
But there are ways to do that where you change the power scale,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah, I was never happy with them for not doing that because, well, I have my reasons. I don't know if I should go into them here or not.
I want to hammer Kyotve with Excalibur, and they
Yes.
won't let me do that, and I'm mad about it.
Rightfully so.
Or with Thor's hammer, one of them with Mjolnir.
Right.
Pick one of
So
them.
fun.
That would be pretty badass. Yeah, so lots of Assassin's Creed news, and this week was also the anniversary of the very first Assassin's Creed being released.
Yes, it was.
And I think it was also the anniversary of Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations as well. So lots of just momentous occasions in the Assassin's Creed universe. So that's pretty exciting.
I do have one question for y'all before we transition back. What did you guys think of when you boot up Mirage, the Assassin's Creed 15 year
the little intro thing?
What do you guys think of that? Because I think I like it a lot.
I love
I
it.
like it. I like it a lot. I don't like that I can't skip it.
True.
When I first watched it, I closed the game and made Shelby come into the room so that she could watch it too because it was awesome.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I haven't played though yet, so I can imagine that it would be a little bit frustrating for sure.
See, for me, I just left my PS5 in rest mode, so I didn't have to replay that every time I wanted to play again. I just come home from work, boom, right back to where I was. But
yeah,
it was so good. Like I got goosebumps the first time I saw it.
One of my favorite parts about that is the original theme song used during it is just really clutch with that, and it's and then it ends with Altair's eagle dive into that, and I just really appreciate that.
Good. So good.
So all of that to say, if you haven't played Mirage yet, you definitely should. Talking to myself here, but it is on the list. So let's get back into the show and we can talk about who's gonna mess up the holiday season.
This episode is sponsored by Friskies, who would like to tell your cats hi. Now, if that didn't get your cat's attention, there is one thing that always does the trick. Just pour some Friskies crunchy food in the bowl and you'll hear those paws come running. Works every time. With so many Friskies choices, you can always bring your cats running from their secret napping spots. There's always more to explore. See for yourself at friskies.com or visit your local store.
My cat Freddie loves to be brushed and cuddled. But stirring up his cat allergens meant sneezing and itchy eyes. Then I found Purina One Live Clear. It's cat food that reduced the major allergen and my suffering in as little as 21 days. Now, we feel closer than ever. If you have issues with cat allergens, you really need to try Purina One Live Clear.
Try new Purina One Live Clear today. Purina One, a difference from day one.
Mint is still $15 a month for premium wireless. And if you haven't made the switch yet, here are 15 reasons why you should. 1, it's $15 a month. 2, seriously, it's $15 a month. 3, no big contracts. 4, I use it. 5, my mom uses it. Are you playing me off? That's what's happening, right? Okay, give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan, $15 per month equivalent required. New customer offer first 3 months only. Then full price plan options available. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.
Malaka! 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 Unless the legend is a lie, you are the man I long to meet. Renowned master and mentor. Ezio Auditore de la la la. Prego. Forgive me. I have a hard time remembering that Italian gibberish.
I'll see you all at the selection ceremony, ladies. I especially hope you show up.
Let me guess. He's rich.
All right. Who wants to go first? Who thinks they've got an answer for this one?
I got one.
All right, you go ahead.
Shay Patrick Cormac.
Seriously. That man
First
is
thing I thought.
the one who comes up like you're playing dominoes or some kind of game at the family gathering, and he just sits down and he just goes, "I make my own money," and you're just
Kicks
like,
it over.
"Shut the hell up! Shut the hell up, Shay."
Exactly what he would do. Oh my god, that was one of my answers too. That's great.
I think I stand by that post Assassin's Creed Unity storyline. Arno would be a terrible party guest. When you meet him during the Dead Kings DLC, and he's like drinking and he sees
He's just angry
what's her
and
name?
drunk.
He sees the ghost of Elise and he's just like mad about everything.
Dude, that was going to be a similar answer. I'd say pre-Assassin's Creed Edward. Well, more like pre-middle of the game, where he's just drunk all the time.
All the
he
time.
just shows up to Thanksgiving already hammered and then gets in a slight argument with one person and it just turns into a whole thing. Gets the whole family involved. Everyone's yelling. I feel like he could do that.
I completely
Also-
agree with that. Go ahead, Austin.
The Kenway family, like not like the Edward Kenway family, like holiday gatherings, because you've got Hatham who's just Hatham, and then like Edward's just trying to be Edward, and then his daughter is just like, "Hey, remember when you abandoned my mom because you said you were going to do this?"
But then if you throw Connor in there too, who's just like perpetually angry, like that's an awkward holiday, like rightfully so.
Angry
Talking
and
about
probably
loud.
confused.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
And loud.
Connor and Jennifer Scott are just like bonding over the fact that their fathers abandoned them.
Yeah, fair.
Well, the
So-
other two are just drunk and yelling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like Aya is the one person who comes to the holiday who just like picks the political fight with everyone. Like,
Oh no.
I mean, you always have one in every family. Like, I can't talk shit because I've been that person too.
Yep.
But like, I feel like Aya is the person who shows up, has a glass of wine, and is ready to go, like ready to throw down. Like she's arguing with Grandpa over the gravy.
Oh,
Like,
good
Right.
lord.
that's Aya for sure.
This is a question. Do you think the founding fathers invited Connor to their parties?
Probably not.
No.
Seeing as how he has the whole speech where he's like, I will never help you again, I'm going to go with no.
Come after me, I'll kill you. Like,
Right.
I don't think so.
My favorite line is, enjoy your victory, Commander. It's the last. I'll deliver you.
It's a great line. But for that reason, specifically, he's not getting invited to anything. Like nothing.
They know he's angry.
I have another answer, but he's not an assassin. That would be
fine.
Duccio from Revelation or Brotherhood and Revelations.
Freaking Duccio.
I can see.
Because he would end up getting beat up because every time he shows up, he gets the crap beat out of him.
It was the one who was like betrothed or like briefly
he was
engaged
dating
to Claudia Auditore.
Claudia.
I remember now. Yeah, he's a douche.
Also, I feel like
it's almost his name.
I feel like we slept on both Mario and Claudia Auditore as excellent party hosts.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I just feel like the whole Auditore family, like
just
their
wins
family
at
get-togethers,
Thanksgiving.
like they would just throw a great holiday party, like regardless of what the holiday is.
Giovanni would ruin it. He would be the one who would ruin it.
Well, maybe.
But like the Auditore and the Medici families, like through banging parties.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Like historically, like
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Historically, we can agree with it. In game, we can agree with it. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, for sure. I also feel like Cassandra and Barnabas, like they would throw a great party, but Alexios might ruin it a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially if he's like not redeemed or whatever. Vice versa as well.
True.
I just feel like if we think about the like whole Cassandra Alexios family, like just whoever is Demos is just having a like whose dick is bigger contest with Centaur.
Yeah.
Nikolaus is just like, I don't know how to be in this room. I threw both of you off a mountain. So I don't know how to come back from that.
I need to leave.
And Marini is just like, hey, here
Come
you
on,
go.
guys.
This is why Cassandra, that family might be the one to throw a good meal, because they're one of the few families that we actually see sit down and eat a meal.
If you get the good ending.
If you get the good ending. I got the bad ending and just had my Cassandra go sit in her house alone and like have the sad meal by herself.
The most depressing scene of Assassin's Creed. Almost.
That's why like I wasn't angry about the Legacy of the First Blade DLC, because like my Cassandra had lost her entire family. And so I was like, okay, like you're trying to make a new family. It's okay. Yeah, this is okay.
Please don't get me. Please don't get me on this soapbox again. Like,
do it again. Do it again.
I can't. Emotionally, it just pissed me off. But it's okay. It's okay. To each their own. Austin, you can like the DLC if you want to.
William Miles is ruining every room that he comes into.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that the modern day people exist, and like I'm only thinking about the historical ones.
But John and Rebecca throw killer house parties.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, yeah. That'd be a party I want to go to for sure. Desmond,
and I feel like
not so much.
Well,
he's a little. Yes, but he also a little depressed when he's out in the human world before he gets kidnapped. So, not the best holiday company.
Desmond was a bartender, So
Yeah.
try to make some mean
He
green.
could just get us really drunk and not remember the party.
Which, like, I'm okay with that too. But I think that Sean and Rebecca would host an amazing Friendsgiving because I just have this headcanon. I know that like they get together or whatever in the games, but
Ew.
I just feel like they are both members of the LGBT community. So I feel like they throw amazing Friendsgivings with all of their LGBT friends. And like, that's just my headcanon because I just don't believe them as a couple.
See, I'm a little scared of their Friendsgiving because I feel like their Friendsgiving is empty chairs at empty tables. Now my friends are dead and gone.
That was really disrespectful of you. Like, you're not wrong, but it was really mean to say out loud.
Now, here is the question, and we don't have to talk about Mirage. Is Basm ruining the party?
That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, is he?
Personally, I feel like no. I don't think he's well, okay. Pre-ending or post-ending?
Of Mirage?
Yeah.
No, like pre-ending Mirage.
Pre-ending,
like,
I feel like he's
throwing down.
Yeah. He's still throwing down. We having a good time. He's just a street kid, you know?
Modern day Bassam, not so much, probably.
No, not at all.
I was really mad at the ending with the scene with the eagle. I was like, oh, come on.
Yep. Preaching to the choir here.
No spoilers, please.
Don't touch my bird. I was still mad that they could...
spoiler!
There's no spoiler.
I was still mad that they could still shoot my bird. Even though nothing had happened to the bird, I was still mad about it.
That annoyed
You are
the shit
dangerously-
out of me the whole game.
Dangerously close to spoilers.
I haven't
Dangerously
spoiled
close.
anything.
Dangerously close.
We knew
the line.
We knew that the shooting the bird thing was a thing from the
everything.
Was it Was it the Xbox showcase where we saw that trailer?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Any other one who's ruining the party?
This might be a weird answer, but any of the birds, because I feel like they would just come by and steal food.
Yeah,
willy-nilly.
or be traumatized that you're eating their kid.
That you're eating
that
birds.
too.
I also feel like every Templar ever is showing up to ruin the get together.
Oh, for
obviously.
Sure. For sure. There's just no fun at parties.
Especially Stafford Steric Crawford. Yeah. Wow, I've really butchered that name.
Crawford Cleric.
Yeah, whatever his name is. His name is weird. He would be terrible because he'd get mad at like a server or somebody and just shoot them point blank in the face.
That is like, I was just like, that's after his sister is killed, right? That scene where he's like playing the piano and like his butler comes in and he's just like,
pretty sure.
So
he's my most terrifying villain. I don't know if either of you were on for that. Well, I know you weren't Chaos Cersei's Love. I don't know if you were on for favorite villain. Crawford Sterrick's my favorite.
So I think we're probably closing in on the end. So we let everybody plug whatever stuff they've got going on. You can just say your name, where people can find you, and all of that kind of stuff, unless anybody has any further answers that they wanted to share before we kind of wrap it up. Sir Sitsalot, do you want to go first to close us out?
Yeah, sure. So I stream on Twitch, Sir Sitsalot 00 on Twitch. Also, the Assassin's Creed Chronology Project on YouTube. I think you can just search at AC Chronology Project. I think it is on YouTube for that. And so I started streaming on YouTube as well. So if you prefer YouTube over Twitch, I do it at the same time. So it's like not like you miss anything for either one. But yeah, that's all I got.
Awesome. Thank you. And Chaos.
I don't have much. I've just got my Instagram. It's Chaos and Cosplay. Literally just Chaos and Cosplay. There's nothing there right now. I have plenty of cosplay to post. And even then, I'm going to Ren Fair next weekend and I have a half-ass made-up Assassin's cosplay to do at that fair, so there will be plenty of pictures from that. But yeah, that's it.
Awesome. That sounds so much fun. So, yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. This was a blast to talk about Assassins and Friendsgiving and Thanksgiving and holidays and all of the things. Fun to make up little headcanons for the Assassins. So thanks y'all for being
Christmas
here.
theme next year?
Yeah.
We'll see.
I was going to say next month, not next year. We haven't passed it yet.
Yeah, we'll see. I have a couple ideas up my sleeve, so I'll post about that in a few days, maybe next week or so. But yeah, so thanks y'all for being here, and thank you to all of our patrons, and thank you for listening to the Assassin's Creed Lorecast. We'll see you next time. Thanks for listening to the Assassin's Creed Lorecast. You can find us on Twitter at ACLorecast.
If you have any lore questions or topics to unpack, join our Cups Podcasting and More Discord server. It's the best place on the internet. You can also support us financially through our Patreon. Find us on patreon.com/Assassin's Creed Lorecast. The Assassin's Creed Lorecast is part of the Robots Radio Network. For more information about the Robots Radio Network, join the Discord server via the link in our episode's description.
If you enjoyed the show or learned something new today, please subscribe, leave us a review, and join the Patreon. And if you enjoyed our intro and outro music, make sure you give a big thank you to Pipeman Studios. Thank you, Pipeman. Thanks again for listening to the Assassin's Creed Lorecast. And always remember, Assassins, stay in the shadows to serve the light.
Are you a fan of Elden Ring? Are you confused about the lore as pretty much everyone else? We've got you covered. Check out the Elden Archives, a lore podcast that helps to explain every little confusing detail about the lands between. Things like what exactly happened on the Night of the Black Knives, or what we really know about characters like Mikola. Just like the show you're listening to now, we're on the Robots Radio Network, so you know it'll be good. Wondering how to find the show? Easy. Either go to robotsradio.net or search Elden Archives on whatever podcatcher you're using right now. Bookmark the show for later, and we'll see you in the lands between. Again, that's the Elden Archives, a FromSoft Lorecast available everywhere.